Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Damn cord, get out of my way. Out of my way. I need like a longer headphone cord or something. Do, 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 do. All right, let's go over to the game. A pretty sleepy stream today. Let's see. There we go. Oop. Oh, put my fingers on the correct keys. How about that? Yeah. All right. So, what do I have in here? Just my diamond? Oh, and emeralds. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's see. What's the plan for today? I think my main plan should be to make some proper stairs or something to get up and down from here. Maybe do a little bit more exploring. Yeah, and I think about that should be, because I think I only explored that way. So spread out a little bit, see if I can find. I really want to find like berries and stuff because I have most of the other crops. Oh no! Oh no! Oh ooh no! Oh no! Where you at? Oh, you sound scary. Do you have like some sort of enchantment on your arrows or something? Thought I saw that when I was whizzing by. Can I hit you from here? Can I cheese it? Come on, come on. Damn it. Oh, you do. You do have a. You have a debuff on there. I don't know. Is that like just slowness? Yeah, it feels like it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Do, do, do. All right. So let's find a place to put these stairs. I mean, I guess right down here would be as good a place as any. Might be a good spot. And then if I want to build like animal pens and eventually I'll build bigger farms and stuff, I can throw all that over here. Or if I want to start like do stuff with villagers, we can do that all over here instead of trying to fit that all on a mountain. Let's see. Well, let's say. I should explore this sometime too. All right, I explored this. Cool. Oh, there's some cool caves over there too. I wonder if I should utilize this, like some sort of passageway, maybe to get over to those. I think I will. I'll leave this alone. Or rather, I'll adjust it later. Let's get rid of this. Do I have an axe? I do not. Whatever, I'll just punch it. It's a tiny tree. What? Nani? Am I lagging? Is that what's going on here? What is this? What is this? Something's wrong here. I can get in. Can I place things? I can't place things yet. Why is that? Hold on. in like adventure mode or something somehow? Is there... Trying to see if there's a thing that says what kind of game mode I'm in. I shouldn't be. I haven't changed anything since I played last time. Let's just like log out and come back. Let's just do that first. Yeah, no, see, I'm not getting the grid. I can't do nothing. Why? Weird. That is the weirdest freaking thing. It must have been in adventure mode or something. And I literally haven't even done anything in this game since last time. So, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's start just building a path first then. Try the 3 wide path all the way. Yeah, why not? Why not? Dig. I also want to try to build more like forest area around my house. Not as much on top of the mountain, but more like just kind of around the mountain. Maybe some on top of the mountain, but just not right up here, right by my house, like I've got. Yeah, let me build an axe. I'm gonna need to destroy some of this stuff. Oh yeah, what's up? Nah, doesn't make a difference. Whatever. Gonna build some slabs. I got some, but I need that. I mean, that's not really helpful. I don't have nearly enough iron. That's food. Let's just make a stone axe, I guess. Oh, really? Oh, because of the pressure plate, and then I right-clicked. Put a railing here. Bam. It's kind of like as a preview type thing, I guess. I gotta go mine. I need more stone. But first, let me chop up this guy. Probably only do this for a little while because I feel like if I just do this kind of stuff, it get kind of boring. So. Well, some people might think it's pretty zen, you know? Shovel. More snowballs. And that's where that is. do like my nice little cozy house though. Still just blows my mind that I was somehow in adventure mode. So weird. Weird. Oh, let me definitely grab all this. Alright, where do I want to plant these trees? Guess we could just throw them down here for now. I mean, this is already kind of set up like stairs. But not the way I want it. Not at all the way I want it. Maybe I'll get lucky and find some iron in my mines today. That would be nice. I think today I'm going to put out my schedule for this week. It's probably going to end up looking very similar to the one I've been having. But, yeah, we'll see. I'm going to try to be a little more proactive about making, like, thumbnails and scheduling the streams in YouTube instead of, like, waiting till that day to do it all. Oh, yeah, right. Go back to the house. Do I have food on me? Oh, yeah, I have plenty of food on me. Farms are still going good. No ice. Okay. Carrots, potatoes, and wheat. I think I have beetroot seeds. Do I not have? Oh, nope. Let me make some torches. I do have beetroot seeds, but I never use beets, so we'll still make a farm someday, but today is not that day. It might be that day. Who knows? Alright. Only have 4 torches, but I'm hoping maybe I find some coal before I get too far. Oh, what? I just do this for now. I think this coming week I'm going to have more, just basically all the same games. I'm going to try to throw a, hey, what's up, Sam? How are you on this fine morning or whatever time it is, wherever you're at? Yeah, I think I'm going to try to maybe throw a gorilla stream or 2 in here. Basically, just doing like drawing stuff. And I do still want to make like an animated waiting screen and stuff. So maybe I'll do a little something with that sometime this week too. I have some other drawings and stuff I gotta get done that I can't put on YouTube, so that's why I'm not gonna schedule it in and see when I finish this other drawing, and then see if I can make some time to do some other drawing and animation and stuff. Oh, my day's just starting, see? Time zones are wacky like that, right? And it's 10:17 a.m. over here, so... I woke up maybe an hour before stream, so... No breakfast, just basically straight into making the thumbnail and setting up the schedule and all that. Because I love to procrastinate. Yesterday I did a whole lot of nothing productive and it was great. So one could argue maybe I should have been making the thumbnail and stuff for this stream, but you know. Didn't even bother redrawing my avatar on there. Which I guess works because it's still very fitting. But yeah, I played what's the name of that game? That rhythm game that Guro was playing. Not the Hatsune Miku one, the one she was playing before. With the Hololive stuff. I bought the shit out of that DLC. No coal, no coal. Kind of as a hobby, kind of not. I don't know. Kind of just something I want to do, partly as like a way to, you know, just play more video games because I end up just lazing around YouTube and I haven't been really playing any video games, so. And of course I'm not really, like I have this whole backlog of games that I haven't even touched, but basically every stream that I've been doing is like games that I've already beaten, with the exception of Persona 4. Persona 4 I haven't beaten, but I did play a ton of it. Probably like 40 or 50 hours in before I stopped playing last time. So I am looking to beat that for the first time. But if I could, you know, make a living off of doing this or something, that'd be nice. And I guess, you know, it's like since I moved, I don't really know anybody around here. And this is a good way to actually, like, you know, talk to people that aren't my coworkers. Because, you know, kind of hard to socialize and meet new people during a pandemic, you know? Not that I'm super social to begin with, but it's a little different during a pandemic. So this way you guys are all hostage to me. And I just get to talk at you about things I like. Oh yeah, some coal. Take all of this. Yeah, I hope I mean, I wouldn't mind being able to make money off of this, you know. I'm still gonna go, like, the way I say it, like, I'm gonna go into it is, you know, to do as best as I can at it. Because that's kind of how I am. Oh. Well, I kind of went on a tangent anyway, so. But yeah, basically it's just partly to make me play games that I haven't played, but at the same time, like, I do want to do like the best that I can at it, and if it takes me somewhere, it takes me somewhere, you know. Even if I just like can't necessarily make a living off of it, but even to have just like a little bit of supplemental income, you know, it'd be nice. Ooh. Did I make one or did they all break already? I thought I made more than one. No, I still have sticks. I definitely didn't make more than one. That's okay. Let me actually make a ton of torches right now. Let's torch this baby up before I go. There we go. Yeah, because I feel like, you know, it's not like I have a huge following anywhere anyway, so it's going to be a bit of a grind before I can make it, you know, any kind of profession, so at least for now, you know, just taking it chill. One of these days I would like a proper animated VTuber model, but and I think I said it in a oh, hello friend, you get that experience, thank you. I think I said it in a previous stream where like I don't want to like I already spent, you know, a bunch of money on equipment for stuff that I end up only kind of doing as a hobby, so the way I kind of want to approach this is just if I do end up making any money at it, that like all that'll just go into making this better. So like, you know, definitely need a new mic and, you know, new stuff here and there. Maybe actually get the pro version of OBS so I can stream in 1080. But yeah, I need sticks. That's what I'm doing. Actually, I don't really need to do any more digging. Let me continue my stuff over here. Continue building this out, as is the plan for today. Yeah, like, so far I've only made like the song that you can hear right now, the little background song. But I do want to get more into music production stuff. But yeah, the way I tend to do stuff, I usually, if it's something that I'm really interested in doing, I tend to buy maybe not professional grade stuff, but like, you know, higher grade than if I was just like, oh, well, I want to see if I like this, you know? No, it's just, I just do warehouse work. Do like inventory control at a warehouse. Nothing special. Nothing I really am passionate about or anything either, so. So I mean, ideally, I would like to not do that anymore. Whether that be, by, having a career doing art or whatever, or streaming or making music, I really don't care. I don't want to have like a normal job, I want to do something interesting. I should. Yeah, so like I did YouTube a while ago. Me and my buddy used to do like Let's Plays, and because that's when those were starting to get kind of big. We didn't really get anywhere with that, but we were doing Let's Plays, we were doing video game reviews, achievement guides, that kind of thing. And we didn't do badly at it, Looking back at it, I'm like, how did I allow this to be, this low quality? But, that was back when it didn't matter how many subs you had or anything like that. And YouTube would let you monetize. And we got a decent amount of views on some of them. One of them, we had like most of our videos were like under 100 views, but then we'd every once in a while get like one that like just went nuts, right? Like we had one that was like 700,000 views, 800,000 views, something like that. And it was just like when Skylanders were coming out, right? And my buddy was into like collecting them and stuff. So we did it like there was some sort of like promotion type thing. And so we did a video explaining like, okay, this is how you go about doing it and whatever. And that ended up getting us like 700,000 views. So we actually made some decent money off of that. We ended up buying like some equipment and stuff, and we put away some of it for for future YouTube use. But then we kind of stopped doing it, and we had just like little bank of money put away. So we both ended up just buying PS4s with it. That was my first YouTube channel that I had back in the day. Was like I made AMVs and stuff. I think when we were doing Let's Plays, like my least, like at first it was all right, but it just became a boring grind, was editing videos. So here I am live streaming, so I don't have to edit. But yeah, so that's what that is. But now you need to get to like 1,000 subs and 40,000 hours viewed of your content before YouTube will let you monetize. So, if I get there, I get there. If not, whatever. It is what it is. I still enjoy doing it, and it is something a little out of my comfort zone, because actually I've gotten just in the you laughing at my MVs, bro? They were awesome. I only had one that was Linkin Park, so. And yeah, maybe I had a couple that were Fort Minor, but that's different. It's not Linkin Park, so it's acceptable or something. You know what? Yeah, you're right. It is 4,000, because it ends up being 1,000 or 4 hours per viewer or per subscriber, essentially. So I mean, like, obviously the sub count is the big hurdle there, I think. Oh, the editing part, yeah. People like to give AMVs a bad rap, but that was the thing to do back then. Until YouTube's like, you can't just be posting music online like that. What are you doing? Maybe one of these streams I'll have to go find some bamboo somewhere. Not that it would be super useful in building these stairs, but give me that. And in my defense, the Linkin Park AMV I did wasn't even like one of their main songs. And it ended up being pretty cool. It was actually my favorite one that I made, I think. It was a high voltage off of a Reanimation album. And I did it to Samurai Champloo. So I think that turned out pretty well, actually. I was like actually experimenting with effects and stuff. I think that's where I started liking editing, but then it was like it was like, I guess the time constraints and, you know, actually having like a real job and stuff. Just like, I really don't like doing this. So I just kind of stopped. You know, like, they were definitely, like, back then, like, absolutely my favorite band. And really pretty much the only reason I even got into rap in the first place was, oh, out of stone again, cool. Was, because of, like, Fort Minor. Because then it led into, oh, who's these guys, Styles of Beyond? Okay, let me, check out their stuff. And it just kind of snowballed from there. Because I was like, aside from like Linkin Park and, Limp Bizkit back in the day too, was like, I was very like, rap sucks, all they talk about is this, blah, 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 and whatever. I was very like closed-minded about music and stuff. And God forbid, I would never have listened to K-pop back then, It was like classic rock, like whatever I grew up with my parents, and then metal. That's about it. That's all I listened to. And then my friend introduced me to some punk rock and stuff. And so that kind of went from there. And then, I started listening to, and then I, saw that, oh, you know what it was? It was actually AMVs that kind of did it. Because, like, I didn't really care too much about Fort Minor. And then I heard, I saw a Bleach AMV with Remember the Name. So I was like, okay, this is actually kind of fucking awesome. So then I started diving into that stuff. And it was just a big snowball effect. Now, like, my view on music is kind of changed, Where, like, I still do prefer... I prefer stuff that, like, really, like, pumps me up, Because, like, I feel like I'm generally a pretty low-energy dude. So, like, music that really gets me going, I love. Oh, this is a problem. That's a problem for later, though. But, and so, like, a lot of my favorite rap is, really high energy, But like, I kind of changed the way I look at things. Yeah, and it kind of changed the way I look at a lot of things, even like movies and stuff, and TV shows and whatever. And it let me enjoy a lot more things that are like objectively not good, Especially like bad movies. Like, I love a good bad movie, But it's just that, like, finding what is enjoyable about something, And it's like, for a lot of rock, I liked the lyrics and the, the guitar and all that. But then it's like, okay, with rap, you know, I learned to like, you know, appreciate the beat or like the technical ability of the rappers, and you know, so it's like I love lyrical rappers a lot. But then it's like, you know, even stuff that's not that, like even like, you know, more like club style rap, like I'll still listen to it, like it, you know, it gets me going. It's, you know, it's about finding what you can appreciate in something, even if it's a bad movie. It's like, well, it's bad, but it, you know, it's fun to poke fun at, or you know, or it's got like this charming aspect of it or something like that. You know, I didn't even like pay attention to K-pop in any way, shape, or form. Like, you know, this girl I was dating at the time, you know, her friend was like super into K-pop. Like she had like, and I don't even know what the groups were because this was way before I got into it. And it was before BTS was even around. So, and, you know, but she had like, you know, posters on her wall, you know, typical boy band type stuff, you know. And it was just like so weird to me. I'm like, all these guys look like super feminine and whatever, and never bother listening to it. I just thought it was weird. But then I want to say it was, oh, what it ended up being was we kind of put it on as a joke at my at a like a family party or whatever, because a lot of like super closed-minded people. No, I don't think it was Big Bang. Big Bang doesn't look girly. This was like, I want to say like 2006, 2007, which I think was still before. I don't know. I got into Big Bang late, so I'm not sure. But this was like, you know, back when the whole visual K thing was huge in Japan, and even like the K-pop dudes were kind of like that sort of kind of like effeminate emo look, you know? So, yeah, it just like the whole look was like, what even is this? But what ended up getting me into it was like we kind of put it on as a joke because there was we were just scrolling through the music choices on my aunt's TV, and yeah, I have no idea. And so we were scrolling through the music choices on my aunt's TV, right? And everybody there's like, you know, super closed-minded and like they don't, you know, like, and you know, that side of the family can be pretty racist and stuff too, you know. So it's like, you know, they'll make comments like when I listen to rap, like, oh, that's like black people music, or, you know, that kind of shit. So like, so we're just like scrolling through and like, okay, what's something that they definitely won't like? So I threw on the K-pop channel. It was like K-pop music videos and stuff, and I'm like, this is actually kind of bumping, you know? Like, I'm like, I can kind of rock to this, you know? And then so I started diving into it, and, you know, started off with the girl groups mostly, just because that's like the names I knew at the time. Like, and BTS was huge, but it was like, still in my mind, I had that like just that, like, that attitude that like, oh, well, you know, this is a boy band, so it's kind of like for girls, and you know, yeah, like it felt like NSYNC to me at the time. Where now it's like I know how wrong that was, but I kind of want to go back and like look at that, like that kind of boy band stuff from back in the day. But I mean, I know it's totally different. It probably won't even compare to the talent that those guys have, but I'm just kind of curious to see like how it's different from how I treated it before. Let me just at least make one pickaxe out of stone here before I end up using all my cobblestone. But yeah, that's kind of... So like I started getting into like Girls' Generation and Red Velvet and, you know, all of those. But then but what ended up really sealing the deal for me was actually Big Bang. You know, stuff like Bang 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 and Fantastic Baby and all that stuff. It's like, that's when I'm like, oh, there's like actually like, you know, like a hip hop element to it. And then I started like listening to K-pop on like Pandora, and that kind of introduced me to all sorts of different. Oh, I don't need this one here. All sorts of different groups. Stuff like, you know, BAP and obviously BTS. If you're listening to any K-pop station, you're not getting away from BTS. Yeah, that's the same reason I like, you know, talking about being groomed by society. That's the same reason like I never, excuse me, I never really got to appreciate shows like Sailor Moon, like, and I was always kind of interested in it, but it's like, oh, this is a girl's show, I can't watch this, you know. So like I never even really gave it a good shot. I feel like it's kind of late now. I don't know. I think I'll watch it still. But and same with like Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls was one that I really like. You know, it's like, oh well, the main characters are girls, so it's obviously for girls, so I can't watch this. But I still really liked it. So it was like, to me, that was like, you know, 12-year-old me, that was like a guilty pleasure, like cartoon, which is pretty ridiculous because like clearly that show's for everybody. Like that's not, you know, especially because like I've always liked cartoons, you know, and I was watching cartoons and, you know, I was like excited for new episodes of SpongeBob when I was in high school, you know. So it's like I've always loved cartoons, and so I think that was part of it too. Was like I was also felt like I was a little bit old, and then like when you're in like junior high, you know, especially around that time, it's like kids be like, oh, what are you, gay, or, you know, whatever, you know, this and that, and I'd be like, yeah, so what? It's like, I'm not, but I'd be like, you know, what if I am? Who cares? You know? Oop, oop, oop. If that isn't a stairway to heaven, I don't... Alright, yeah, I never really even got into Kim Possible. That one was kind of like off my radar completely. And it seemed like on like Toonami they had like Tenchi Muyo, which is totally a show for dudes. Like, there's no question there. But in my mind, it was like more girl characters than guy characters, so it's like, oh well, obviously this show's for girls. And because it has like that romance element to it, it's like, even though it is like a dude harem type deal, you know. But you know, compared to shows like, you know, Dragon Ball Z, or, you know, at the time it was like Outlaw Star and Rurouni Kenshin and all that. It's like, that show to me seemed girly. So I was like, nope, can't watch that. And that was another one where it was like, it was kind of a guilty pleasure. I'm like, I'll watch this from time to time, you know. Yeah, I learned to just not give a shit. Like, I don't care, you know, whatever. Judge me if you want, you know, at least I'm enjoying myself. I think what really broke me out of that too was just like my love for Strike Witches. Like, it's so good. Like, it's not good, but it's good, you know? And so like I love the characters. I love, you know, the hey, you know, whatever. You watch what you want. This is a safe space, you know. You can watch Hannah Montana. You can watch Hannah Montana now. I don't care. Oh, right. What am I doing? conserve my stone. Let's just turn a whole stack. Probably not even enough. But it's like at the time I was like, well, you know, like I was kind of into like just like watching whatever, you know, ecchi anime and stuff that was out. But like I've always that was Eesh. I mean, at least I live right there, but I have not died yet. I don't want to start now. But yeah, like I've always loved like World War II era aviation and stuff. Like not to the extent where I ever learned any pilots. Like I mean, like everybody knows Chuck Yeager, but like I never really bothered learning about any of the old fighter pilots and stuff. But like the planes and just the, you know, dog fights and all that stuff was like really cool to me. And so then like Strike Witches came out, which is like totally not that, but it is at the same time, you know, especially because like I thought it was just really cool that they based everything off of real stuff. But what ended up making me like be like, you know what, I don't care what people think. You know what, I'm gonna love this thing and I'm gonna love it and nobody's gonna stop me, you know. Was when I started collecting the figures. like just like everything about them so cool, and it's like, yeah, you can see their underwear in every single one of them, but you know what, that's cool. I don't care. You know, if you don't mind fan service and the fact that the girls don't wear pants in the entire show, it's pretty good. It's kind of like a it's very Magical Girl in like, you know, it's about the power of friendship and, you know, that kind of stuff. But it's also like very like Yuri fan service, and you know, there's like a couple characters where it's like, oh, they're totally into each other, but like it doesn't ever go anywhere. There's, you know, it like everybody stays in the friendship zone, you know. But you know, everybody's got like cat ears or dog ears, and the lore of it's actually kind of interesting too, because it's like they're all witches and stuff, right? So, you know, basically how they're like, okay, well, you know, they all have like cat ears and stuff, and that's basically their familiar, like getting manifested. So it's just, you know, interesting lore for that show. Yeah, Tragedy's not so much for me. Like, oh, did I end up with the exact perfect amount of stairs? You serious? That's dope. Dope. Look at that. That. I like my romance animes to have a happy ending, you know? Like, you know, and I do have a confession, like the Monogatari series is absolutely still 100% my favorite anime series, but I still have not watched the last arc of that. Like, it's like, I'll get there. I'm actually closing in on that arc with the books. Like, I've been reading the light novels, and those are so good. If you don't read those, you should read those. They're so good. Pretty well translated too. You know, like, Clanad was weird to me. Like, Like, I could have done without the ending of that. Like, if that ended sad, I was all over that. I was absolutely all over that. Same, bro, same. Senjo Gahara, best girl all time. It's like, I got other girls that are up there, but none come close, really. Especially with like how she evolves and transforms during the series. It's like, I think that's honestly one of the things that really drew me to that series is there's like real character growth, you know? You know what, actually this can stay dirt. Oh, and I guess, yeah, obviously if you like that series, you got to be okay with fan service. Guess I'll just throw the other one across from it just for symmetry's sake. I think I'll make just the side off limits. I'll just block this off pretty much. And I'll build a path around there. But I think that's enough tedious building for today. I'm going to do some exploring, I think. I do have these sweet stairs now that I can use to get up and down off this mountain. I'll go check my farms. And some resources. Was that is that a voice actress? I'm terrible with names for voice actresses. Coincidentally, the one that I know the best is Chiwa Saito. So that's wait. Didn't you get some potatoes? Get in there. Time for some carrots. Alright, now I'm gonna be set for a while for food. I'm used to needing like bigger farms because I would always play with my brothers and I'd always be the one building things. So I'd be like, well, I need to have this farm suitable for like 3 people instead of just the 1. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, no, she's pretty good too. I think in that show, I think my favorite voice actress, aside from Chiwa Saito, is the one that did Kanbaru's voice. It was she's really good. She's a really good singer too. But I love her voice acting in that show, and in other things that she's done. Like she even voices one of my favorite characters in Monthly Girls, Nozaki-kun. Let's see, should I just throw these potatoes in the oven? Throw some coal in there. Got more potato. More potato. I'll just fill it. Get all the potatoes. Make some bread. Oop. Do I have a sugarcane farm yet? Yeah, I do. Okay. I should throw that. It's not food, but it'll go in there. Like, I wish Nozaki-kun would have gotten more seasons. The manga is fantastic. I absolutely love it. Because it reminds me of School Rumble, like, which is one of my top 5 anime. And it kind of reminds me of School Rumble, but, like, where everybody's stupid and not just the 2 main characters, you know? It's like this whole, like, it's got that whole love polygon vibe and all that, but, like, everybody in Nozaki-kun is a goddamn idiot. And it's the comedy's so well written. And what am I watching these days? Like any true anime fan that's been watching anime for years, I'm watching nothing. I don't know. I feel like it gets to that point, right? Like where so many shows that you see coming out just end up kind of all seeming like, oh, well, this is basically this show, or this is basically the show, and you know where things are going, and it's like, whatever. There's not as much out there that's like really grabs you in. I think the last show that I really, really loved that I watched all of was Violet Evergarden. That one was so good. But yeah, every other show that I really try to watch, it ends up being like, oh, this is kind of like this show, yeah. Oh, I know, you know, whatever. He's gonna get with this girl. I don't care, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. I have a Blu-ray collection of stuff that I'm like, oh, this, you know, I'll watch like a few episodes and be like, and kind of drop it, but not. But still, I like it, but I just never finished it. Like something comes up, whatever, and like, I need to actually do stuff. Oh, sweet! I got this chainmail helmet. I'll wear that. But yeah, like always something comes up, and so like I'm like, okay, well I'll get the Blu-ray and I'll definitely watch this. You know, so it's like, you know, I've got Steins Gate on Blu-ray. Never watched it. I haven't even seen one episode of that. I did start reading the visual novel because I had that on Vita, but never watched it. And it's like it's supposed to be good, and it looks like it's right up my alley. But you know, sometimes you just sitting in front of YouTube all day is a lot easier. Mushoku Tensei. I don't know that one. How did I end up with a compass? Did I steal that from a village? Weird. Actually, that third season of Strike Witches, I was watching that week to week, and then I don't know, something came up and I fell behind. Like, I think I watched like 8 episodes or something. And it was like, honestly, so what it was, where it was at, it was probably my favorite season of that anime so far. Like, it was a lot more intense. Oh yeah, no, I think everybody goes through that. Like when you really start to get into anime, it's like, oh, I've been this way. I need to go. Look at that. Oh, that staircase. It looks like a waterfall. I gotta add. I'm gonna decorate that up a little bit sometime, but right now that's how that's gonna be. But like, oh yeah, like when like the first time I started watching dubbed anime was does this actually point to my house? No, that points to World Spawn. Yeah, so I can find that now. Not that I care, but yeah, when I first got into anime, it was with Bleach. You know, that's like that was the first subtitled anime that I ever watched. You know, so I had to learn how to, you know, use BitTorrents and, you know, all that. But then I found this direct download site. I forget what it was called. I think it was Da-Anime, like D-A Anime. And I just like went through alphabetical order, line by line, every anime that they had, and I just like read the description of it, looked at the art style, and I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. Let me download the first episode. This looks interesting. Let me download the first episode. And I went through and watched like at least the first episode of probably like 200 or 300 different anime. And then obviously like if it was really interesting to me, you know, I went and watched the whole thing. But yeah, that was back like when I watched like Blood Plus and all those kind of shows, like that era. And then, you know, gradually, you know, the more you watch, the more refined your taste becomes, right? And I guess just getting older too. You're like, well, this is just like angsty stuff for, you know, 16-year-olds. So like, that's why it's really hard for me to even get into like any shonen stuff. Hell, I never even finished Bleach. You know, one thing I love is like, and it would mostly be, you know, I had and still technically have this anime club that me and my friends were doing, where, you know, we'd all sit down over Discord and, you know, I'd stream an anime and we'd all watch it together, right? But like, you know, maybe there's a delay, maybe we're waiting for somebody. And one of my favorite things to do is like to go on Crunchyroll and just hit the random button and see what it is and just watch it, you know? You watch like a random episode of but the nice thing is it chooses a random series, but it puts you at episode 1. It doesn't like put you in episode like 37 or some shit, you know? I was just watching like some dubbed Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm like, as a kid, like I liked Pokemon, and then I never really got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it was just all the commercials for Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like this kid with this deep ass man voice. And I'm like, this is weird. I don't want this. So I watched Pokemon instead. And I played Pokemon, so, you know. But it was just funny hearing the ridiculous voice acting in that show. I'm like, I kind of want to just go and watch that. Just to have a good laugh. Yeah, Bleach, I think I dropped... probably like 260-ish, somewhere around there. It was before 300. I never got to 300. And then like I checked in again randomly one time, and I was like, why the fuck does Tatsuki have a mullet? And then I checked back out. Oh, see, I'm definitely more old school. My first Pokemon game was Blue version. I think I was like 12, 13 when that came out. So I barely didn't miss that, you know. I feel like if I was much older, I would have felt like I was too old and just completely not played it. Which would have been a shame, because those are great games. Ooh, what's over here? Is there a bed in this igloo? Because it's about to get nighttime. Oh, is this the back side of it? I should not do that then. I should go around the front side. Oh, it's the side side. You know what? I'll just take this with me. This is mine now. I always wanted a red version when I was a kid. Well, because technically Blue version was my brother's game. But, because because like his favorite color was blue or whatever. But like Charizard was my favorite, and I just wanted red version because Charizard was on the front of it. Oh, and they had Growlithe, and I like Growlithe. I think the only one I played on emulators, like, because like me and my brothers were all really, especially my one brother, we were like all really into Pokemon. So we played the hell out of those games. Like we'd always get the new one when it came out. But I think Black is the only one that I played on an emulator, but because there was a modded version that I played, where it's like, you know, every Pokemon's in the game, and but like it also ramped up the difficulty, because at that time it was like Pokemon is like way too easy, and I'm still like, it's still way too easy. They should like, I don't know, have some way to make it a little more difficult for, you know, fans of my advanced age, you know, because so many fans of Pokemon have grown up with it that like they have a lot of fans that are like, you know, in their 30s and shit. So it's like, maybe make some Pokemon games for us, huh? Give us a difficulty setting or something at least. Oh, there really is nothing going on over here. Just icy ocean, which I am not prepared to yum, 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 yum. Maybe I should do some cave exploration or something. Doot, doot, doot. I really wish chunks would load better. It's too slow. Yeah, I kind of get that about the story. It's like, they tend to be pretty basic. But yeah, Sun and was it Sun and Moon? No, Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was really good though. Like, in terms of just how many premium waifus they added to the game. Like, especially when they were first announcing it, it's like, oh, my new wife. Oh, my new wife. Like everyone that they released. Like, these are all like right up my alley. Let's see if we can find some berries. Huh? Any berries in here? Oh, don't want to. What's this? Is this just dirt? Oh, it's just snow. It's just weird snow biome dirt, I guess. Oh, you can't get rid of the gyms. That's. It does end up being weird though, because it's like, oh, well, the story just ends up revolving around you still going to every gym and being the Pokemon champion. I just wish they did like in Gold and Silver version where you could like go back to the old area and you have like I mean, because that was like 2 games in one, right? Like, you went and did all the main stuff, and then you could go back and go to all the red and blue gyms and beat those, and they're all like ramped up because they're meant for when you've already beaten the Pokemon League. Oh yeah, Pokemon's the reason I bought the Switch. Like, I was fairly underwhelmed with a lot of the gameplay aspects of Sword and Shield. You know, and shrunk down Pokedex and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I wasn't about to buy Pokemon DLC, so. Oh, there's no way I'm going to this thing. I never seem to even have any luck, like, when I defeat these fortress things. I do like how it's got, like, a moat around it, though. Like, anytime I defeat these fortress things and you get that treasure chest up there, it's like, oh, this is kind of just trash. It's like, ooh, an unenchanted crossbow. Yay. A bottle of enchanting. Awesome. I mean, I guess if you collect enough bottles of enchanting and store them for a rainy day or something, that might be good. Right. Hello, polar bears. I think that's actually my first time seeing polar bears in this game. Like, I've seen them, like, when other people play, but I've never actually witnessed them. And that's the Hoenn region's the Ruby Sapphire one, right? I feel like that's, like, always, you know, like, you get, like, arguments online and stuff where people are like, oh, this is my favorite generation. It's usually, it's like probably 9 times out of 10, whatever generation you started with is your favorite generation of Pokemon. Whoosh, into the water. I love how the snow does that. It's pretty tricky. Pretty tricky. Man, there's a lot of nothing. Yeah. There's definitely a bunch of games that I want to try to play on this channel. Like, you know, I have a lot of games that I haven't played that I want to play, but, like, every time I'm like, oh, what game do I want to play? I always think of, like, games that I haven't played in years that I want to go through again. Like the entire Metal Gear Solid series. Like, it's been so long since I played those. Like, I beat 5 when it, like, right when it came out. I haven't really played any of the other ones since. So I really want to go through, you know, from 1, go in, you know, release order, and just play through all of them again. But that's going to have to wait a little bit, I think. Kids these days just don't appreciate Pokemon. I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's still super popular, so. But is it still, like, just, you know, like all adult fans basically that are driving it? I don't know. Actually, there's ooh, what's over here? I'm gonna go this way. At when I still lived up in Chicago, and I was working there, the FedEx driver that would deliver us stuff every day there, he was, like, super into Pokemon Go. Like, he was, like, early 40s, mid 40s, something like that. I think early 40s. And he was, like, super into Pokemon Go, right? And he never played a Pokemon game or anything, like, but it was actually his kids started playing Pokemon Go. And so he'd go, you know, with them to, like into town to get the Pokestops and do the raids and all that. And he ended up being, like, way more into it than they were. And I gotta imagine that would be kind of embarrassing for the kids, right? It's like, you know, like, you know, you have your dad's, like, not that I ever experienced this in my life, but, like, let's say just for instance, your dad's like, oh, you know, son, what are you what's this you're watching? What are you into? And like you introduce them into VTubers, and then your dad becomes like a bigger simp of your favorite VTuber than you are, and it's like, Dad, I can only imagine that. But that ain't my dad. That ain't my dad at all. You kidding? Turns out I'm not super interested in what's going on over here. Hello, Bumblebee. Go this way. Got donkeys, I got horses. Yeah, I feel like there were a couple people that, right, and I feel like most people that didn't have a dad like that would want to be that dad, you know? My dad was always like, what's that? You guys are having fun? Shut up. You're being noisy. You know? I don't think he's ever really been interested in anything that we were interested in. But that, I mean, you know, is what it is. Different generation and all that too, so. But I was just lucky that, like, me and my brothers all grew up liking the same stuff, so that kind of worked out. It's like I know people where it's like their siblings don't even enjoy the same kind of things at all. Yeah, and we had people like that with Pokemon Go too. Or people that would get like arrested for trespassing because there's like a Pokemon in this like it would be like too far away for them or something. So they'd have to like sneak in somewhere to go grab the Pokemon. Alright, that was, I feel like I should have paid attention. I will say, like, my dad is probably the big reason I got into video games as much as I did. Because, like, he's always played video games. So, like, you know, I was like 4 and we had an NES in the house, you know? So I got to play, like, Duck Hunt and Mickey's Mousecapades and all that, you know? But then around, like, and then he would play with us. He'd play, like, on Super Nintendo. He'd play Mario Kart and, you know, that kind of thing with us. Until N64. N64 came out, and he didn't like how we played GoldenEye, so he basically stopped playing video games with us at that point. He tried playing, like, Gran Turismo with us after a while, but then it's like, you know, when we're playing video games, we're playing to have fun, right? So, like, we don't take it all that serious. And he would get mad, like, if he's, like, in the lead in a race and it's getting down to the final stretch and we're trying to wreck him. Like, yeah, that's rough, like, having racist family like that, you know. It's like, and you know, I got the same thing. It's not so much from, like, my immediate parents. My dad a little bit. He's got like a little bit of stuff with like people from the Middle East and stuff. But and I mean, and just overall, he has a little bit of a racist way about him. But yeah, it's like mostly like, you know, my grandfather is what it is, whatever. But like a lot of my aunts and uncles and stuff are, and it's just like, and super homophobic too. Like basically, all of my family that's racist is also super homophobic. To the point where like my one uncle had like a sister that they basically disowned because she was gay, kind of that kind of thing. You know the kind of people I'm talking about. So like, I love to antagonize them. That's like, that's become my pastime. So like, you know, like I've gotten, you know, just I'll wear pink and, you know, that kind of stuff. I've had like, no, I absolutely still blame them. You know what? Fuck that. You can learn, you can grow. You know? Ooh. Ooh, is this more trees? More types of trees for me to have? Yeah, it is. I need more wood. Yeah, I love to antagonize my homophobic family. It's like, I'll make like just offhanded, like obviously joking, but you know, still like, you know, innuendo laced comments and stuff. It says, and my uncle just like my uncles just don't know how to react to it, especially because it's like I'm not gay, but you know, maybe they think I am. I don't know. I really don't care if they do. Honestly, the only time that I'll care if somebody like misunderstands if I'm gay or something is if it's like a girl that I'm interested in. Like other than that, I do not give a shit. Like, whatever. I'm not saying it's easy to change, but it's still like, to me, it's still just like unacceptable behavior. And it's like, I've definitely gotten to, ooh, that's going to be bad. Cool. Let's just go to a different part of the woods. Actually, I need to go back over here. I need to collect those saplings. I don't know. That's just, you know, my view on it. It's like, you know, if they're saying like, if they're gonna be racist about stuff, I at least, you know, keep it to yourself. You know, if you're gonna be saying that shit, I don't want to hear it, because I will say shit about it. You know, I obviously, like, you know, when I was younger, it's like I had a similar mentality where it's like, well, that's just how they are, or whatever. But then I got to the point where I'm like, you know what? No, fuck that. Especially when they start talking about like trans people or something like that, and it's like, to me, it's like one of my best friends is trans, and like, if you're talking shit about trans people, you're talking shit about her, and that ain't cool with me, you know? It's like, fuck that. It's kind of like, you know, it's one of those things, you know, you talk shit about me, it's like, whatever, I don't give a shit. You talk shit about my friends, it's a little bit different. Well, a lot of bit different, you know? I need more saplings. I got 5. I'd like to get at least enough for 2 trees. Ooh, that's lots of saplings. Let's see if I can't get more. Shwaya. It'd be faster just to wait for the for the saplings to fall down on their own. Yeah, I think that's kind of the weird thing here now is like it seems like ooh, there's a town over there. I wonder if that's the village that I no, they can't be. There's no way I was this close to this dark woods. That can't be that village. Ouch. Although I didn't explore anything. You know what, forget it. Any more? Did it drop any more? I don't think it did. 13's good enough. That's 3 trees. Which is a whole tree more than I chopped down, so I call that a win. Yeah, I think that's kind of the weird thing about how politics have become in America, you know? Not to get too into it or anything, but like just how like everybody seems to deal in extremes, you know? Which isn't to say that I'm not on, you know, one extreme side of it at all, you know, because I definitely am. Like, I'm super liberal, but, you know. What do I get? I don't need fucking snowballs. Get rid of that. You know, I don't need your potatoes either. I got my own potatoes. Hey, buddy. Mind if I join you? Oh, it's not nice. There we go. I think a lot of it too is like that stubbornness you were talking about, where it's like, and just, I think just people in general, like human beings, are generally afraid of change, you know, like scared of the unknown kind of deal. Is there like no treasure chest in this whole damn village? The fuck? This is the worst village ever. What? What? Okay. Oh, sweet. Some furnaces. That's what I want. What do you got for me? I can buy arrows from you, but I don't really care. At least I got 1 emerald. Oh. I'm really disappointed in this village. Oh my god. I mean, like, obviously I could rob them of their lanterns or whatever, but what's the point? Alright, now I have the task of trying to remember where the hell I live, because I did not go through plains to get... Trying to think. Let me see. So, the sun rises behind my house, and I went left. south, so I need to go north. Sunrise on that side here, so I need to go this way. Oh, my channel name, that I've gone by Hibiki for years. Actually, not super long, but like, because I've recently just shortened it. Because I used to go as Dan Hibiki from Street Fighter. That was like my online name everywhere. Oh, sweet. Maybe this village is better. But then I'm like, you know, it was a while ago. I'm like, you know what? If I'm ever going to like make this name marketable in any way, I can't really be going around as a Capcom character. I don't think they'd appreciate that too much. Especially at the time I was drawing a lot of like hentai and stuff. I'm like, you know what? And to be honest, I'm not even a fan of Street Fighter. I just really like that character. And who knows if the name will stay the same. I don't know. For now, it's good. I feel like it'll get to a point where I can't really change it, but we'll see. We shall see. Take a book. I don't need seeds. I don't need these 2 sugarcane. Take 2 apples. What do you got in here? Nothing. Nothing. You got nothing. Get out of my face. Yep, just me. Moved down here like maybe like 5 months ago. Was living with my family until then, but yeah, just kind of chilling on my own. It's pretty nice, actually, you know. But I think that's also kind of why I got more of an urge to start streaming. It's like, I've always been the type that's like, it's hard for me to start talking to people, but once I do, I can just keep going. You know, especially if I'm talking about something that I like, I'll just go. Like, you know, like when we were talking about anime and stuff, like, I can just go on forever about anime if I want. I feel like I drifted somewhere in this journey. I wonder if I passed my house. I feel like I might have passed my house. Let me just zigzag back. I think I passed it. Yeah, I'm hoping I can, once I finish up some art projects that I want to do, I need to make a couple of more of those Takamori comics that I was working on. I got like a few more ideas I want to do. And then, yeah, I want to start getting back into trying to make music. So it turned into an episode of seeing if I can find my way. Oh, hold on. trying to see if I can use this compass as any kind of guide. Hydration check. Yeah, I feel like I've passed it though. There's no snow here. Which is a terrible sign because most of everything around my house is snow. Oh, just being lost in Minecraft? That's, I always feel like checking the coordinates is cheap, so I don't do it. And me and my brothers, when we'd be playing together, we'd go on like rescue missions to try to find each other. And surprisingly, I don't think there's ever been a time where like we went on a rescue mission to find each other and then we found each other and then we were both lost. I don't think that's ever happened yet. Okay, that's some dark oak forest. That doesn't, I don't even think that's the same one. That's a different one. But there's snow. So maybe it's the right direction. Yeah, that's fine. You know, I've been noticing just like different things because I watch so much of Callie and Kiara, like just noticing different like different similarities between me and them. It's kind of weird. Like just how much in my taste in things is very similar to Kiara, but like personality wise, I feel like I'm closer to Callie's personality. Or at the very least, like, our personalities, I feel like, would vibe together better, you know? Especially just in general being a pretty introverted person myself. And liking my space. Yep, that's where I was there, so... Let's just go this way, then. Buenos dias, Gin, or Jin? Gin pronounced the Japanese way, or gin pronounced like the alcohol? Is it Gintama or gin and tonic? There we go. One day I want to be tasked with like revamping the entire English language just to simplify it and get rid of all the redundancies. And it's like if you're going to pronounce something with a J sound, it should always be a J. And if you're going to pronounce it with a G sound, it's going to be a G. Always. 100% of the time. Stop making me have to guess. Stupid English language. I mean, I guess I like animals like anybody else, I guess. I don't know. I love dogs. I kind of want to get one, but I also kind of don't want to take care of one, so. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. I've always been like the type of person where it's like, oh, everybody does this way. I don't want to do it this way. So I always end up wanting like when it comes to pets, I'm like, oh, I would really love a fox or like a raccoon or something like that. Like, I don't want normal things. Dog, a cat, everybody's got that. You know? But I go like a little bit where it's a little bit detrimental to me too, where it's like, oh, everybody goes to college and, gets like a proper job and everything. No, I don't want to do that. That's boring. Everybody does that. I don't want to do that. And here I am sitting at a warehouse doing warehouse work because I'm not really qualified for anything else. I feel like I'm on the right track, but I'm not supposed to be in mountains. I do like going to the zoo. I like going to the zoo. I wonder how the zoo is around here. Maybe I'll like convince my buddy to take me with him and his kids. It is amazing to me, like anybody learning a second language, like people that know a second language tend to not think of it as a big deal or whatever, but like to somebody that only has the one, it's great. Like I'm really jealous of that. Like, it's one of those things like, yeah, I can go and try to learn it anytime, I guess. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's where like I got a couple friends I'm trying to rope into doing some translation work for me for like comics and stuff. Like, cause when I put up that first Takamori one, and then somebody messaged me about wanting to do a Thai translation, and I never even thought of that. Like I've always posted all my stuff in English and just whatever, it's. But then like somebody's like, oh, I really want to, translate this into Thai and post it to Facebook. I'm like, absolutely, go for it, 100%, go for it. Oh, hello. Oh, no, I'm not. You know what? I'm not bothering. I need to get back. I need to find my way. I mean, I guess, no. Nope, that's not a way back, because I don't even have a proper spawn point right now. So, I can't even die to go back home. That's a lot of language. I mean, I guess America's like that too. I mean, technically, there are no official languages in America. I mean, obviously, English is the main one that you kind of have to know, but. But I mean, there's neighborhoods and stuff that there's so many people from similar areas and all speak the same language that you don't necessarily need to learn English if you live in certain areas. But pretty much generally for jobs and anything like that, you kind of need some English. Yeah, so I'm trying to, like I said, I got a Filipino friend and a Mexican friend. I'm trying to get Spanish and Tagalog translations for even though my friend pointed out like pretty much everybody in the Philippines speaks English and reads English anyway, so it's not really there's not a huge point in translating it to Tagalog. I was like, I don't know, I just think it would be cool, and like maybe like people that aren't necessarily as good with English would appreciate it. Let's get on this mountain here, see where I'm at. This isn't helping me at all. It's all just snow. I feel like I'm getting close though. I feel like this is right. Oh, stretch, 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 stretch. French has always sounded like a weird language to me. I don't know, something about it. I'm like, I don't want to learn that. I did take like Spanish in high school, but most of that's long gone. Which is a shame because it's like working in warehouses, especially in the Chicago area. It's like a lot of Spanish-speaking people. Like, ooh. Was that the other? Hold on, is this the abandoned village over here? Hold on. I feel like I'm near where something was last stream. No, maybe not. You know, let me. Hello. Thank you. I needed a bath. I don't think this is the right one. I thought I was onto something. No. Oh, I didn't even know you were there. Don't get mad at me. And of course, you know, like any self-respecting weeb, I have studied some Japanese. Just like independently, you know. Not that I can really speak it or understand it, but you know, I got a little bit here and there. That's about it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm nowhere near that that level. But I do have this weird thing, and I don't know, maybe it's like, you know, because I haven't ever gotten to the point where I'm anywhere near fluent in anything, except English, I guess. But like, because I have like some words in Spanish and some words in Japanese, where like, anytime I try to like speak even a little bit of any of them, like my brain ends up like filling in the words that I don't know with the other language. So like I'll be speaking like try to construct a sentence in Spanish, right? And then like I don't have a word for whatever for something. And then in my brain it just if I happen to know the Japanese word for it, it throws that in there. And vice versa. Like if I'm trying to construct a Japanese sentence, it'll throw a Spanish word in there or something. It's like I've been I've been kind of curious to learn a little bit of Korean too. You do that when speaking Chinese? Yeah. It like to me it's like both of those languages got like filed into my brain as just foreign language. It got like put into the same file in my brain. So it's like and they do use like similar sounds too, so if like you're not really paying attention, you could kind of mix them up. This is not where I live. Things are getting a bit. Yeah, but I don't want to like, go on a trip to Japan someday and start like speaking in like half Japanese, half Spanish to them, Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe if once I get enough words, I can. I can fix that, I guess. Yeah, Chinese to me sounds like just a nightmare. like people talk about English being a difficult language to learn as a second language. I can only imagine trying to learn Chinese. Like, and God forbid trying to be literate in Chinese or Japanese. Like Japan just use like katakana for everything or hiragana for everything. Just ditch kanji altogether. Get rid of it. We don't need it. Let me just use letters. Let me just know how to pronounce a word. Yeah, definitely. Like my little bit of understanding of Japanese is like, okay, I get, the sentence structure and, like that kind of thing and, some of like the grammatical stuff. But it's just I don't have words. Like I need more words. And right now I'm like so out of practice. I need to make time for that too. Oh, I know. So I like to make the like, just kind of like jokes with my friends, like talking about I don't know how to read them Chinese letters, The only like Japanese writing I ever learned was like how to write the numbers 1 through 10. And you would think, oh, there it goes. I knew I was gonna fall. Yeah. You would think I would at least learn through 13 from just watching Bleach. It's all the captains and stuff. They have what squad they're in and whatever. See, to me that seems like it would make kanji harder, right? Like, I don't know, like, or you look at like some post on Twitter, right? And I guess, you know, it's obvious for you. It's just like, I guess it's the same. Like if I see something in Spanish on Twitter, right? It like it uses all the same letters, but I can clearly tell it like first glance it's a different language. But like to me, looking at something in like I can never tell if something is Chinese or Japanese. I can just tell that it is Japanese if it has like katakana and hiragana in it. If it's just kanji, I have no idea. It's like, but I guess if you're fluent in it, it's like you just look at it and you know that's, you know, like the way the characters are arranged or whatever, you know, it's like, oh, that's not making words. It's like, oh, that sounds like, I don't know, because then they make different sounds. I think that may be what's weird to me, is because they make totally different sounds where, you know, you write Spanish out and it still makes the same sounds, it's just Spanish words. So Korean characters are also like the easiest to recognize too, because they're just like, they look like alien writing. Like, I don't know, they're all curves and circles. Oh, this is a new village. It's either good or bad, I don't know. Oh, that's a squid. It's like, there better not be a drowned out here. But I have always wanted to learn multiple languages. And like, my original desire to learn like Japanese wasn't even really related to like anime and all that. It's like, to me, like I want to travel to a lot of these places, right? You know, and I don't want to be like that tourist that just expects people to speak English, you know? So it's like, I want to at least have enough to get by when traveling. You know, same reason, like I want to learn a little bit of Italian and whatever. Just because I would really love to travel to Italy sometime. See, you know, same thing, Jin, same thing. Like, it's like I totally get wanting to, you know, be an animator in Japan, but at the same time, man, it's like just lots of like it's kind of like it's kind of similar to like the game development field where it's like, you know, a lot of people getting like way underpaid and way overworked and no overtime, that kind of thing. It's like, I don't know, but now it doesn't seem like there's even really much of a viable way to be a independent animator. Like when YouTube first started, there was tons. There's tons of ways to make money on YouTube animating, and there were tons of animators doing it. But then they changed the algorithm, and it fucked over all of them like overnight. So. Because animation was definitely a thing that like, I've been so all over the place creatively in my life, you know? Like, there was a time where I was like, oh, I want to do animations and, you know, whatever. Like, you see all these people putting out animations and, like, especially the old Newgrounds days, and you're like, oh, I could do better than that. Oh, I could do better than that. But you can't. Because it takes a lot of work to even get halfway decent at animating. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they all have their perks and their you know, their pros and cons, you know. What's this one? New village. Just hopping from village to village. I think, yeah. And I think that's kind of what's been tough for me is like having like a proper passion, you know? Like, I've, you know, gone from wanting to animate to wanting to be like, to develop video games, you know, to wanting to just like be an artist and do commissions and stuff like that. And now it's like, in the end, like, I guess the main thread is like, I want to tell stories, but I've always liked visual storytelling, which is why I'm like not really super into like writing a book or anything, but more armor. Don't really need it. Get out of here. Get out of my face. Is there... Oh, okay. I don't know what you're doing there. Yeah, so that's kind of what, like, and especially with me being introverted the way I am and all that, like, being an independent game developer seems like it's a little bit too much. I don't know. We'll see where I end up going with that stuff. But I think that's kind of why I was like, okay, I really wanted to start doing comics, but then I'm like, well, my art's not good enough. So I started getting into like learning anatomy and all of that, just to like upgrade my art. I guess I'll take some paper. Now I'm completely turned around, but I guess it doesn't matter because I don't know where I am. So my house could literally be in any direction at this point. Oh, don't. I'm not interested in you or your baby. Please leave me alone. Please. Alright. We cool? We cool, Mr. Polar Bear? Or Mrs. Polar Bear? That's the interesting thing with comic writing, right? Like, you know, I was like so fixated on like, well, you know what, my art's not good enough. My art's not good enough. But then you see stuff like One Punch Man, right? Where it's like the original web comic, it wasn't good. Like the art was not good, but it still told, you know, a fun and funny story, you know? So then eventually they got somebody else to draw it. But, so it's like you don't even need to let that be a hindrance. And honestly, like, I was working on a comic with a friend where she was, like, it was kind of her idea, and I was just drawing it. But, like, just simply drawing it and having to, you know, redraw the same characters over and over, and, you know, look, more friends. Oh boy. It, and, you know, being forced to draw very specific poses for exactly what you want for that panel, you know, that did more to upgrade my art than all the practice and whatever that I was doing to prepare to do comics. So, like, I mean, I think it ends up being like, you just, it just kind of comes down to like, if you want to do something, do that thing that you want to do, you know, and get better at doing it while you're doing it instead of trying to wait till you're good enough, because you're never going to be good enough until you do the thing that you want to do. Like, I don't know. And for a while there, I was like trying to do the Patreon thing and doing like, you know, art for that. And it's like, it kind of started getting into the way and getting in the way. So I kind of like, I still have it, but it's basically like a tip jar essentially now. And like, cause I want to have more time to, you know, do this kind of thing, do music, you know, I want to be able to actually pursue stuff that I really want to do instead of being tied down to something that I kind of like, but I mean, I wasn't making really any money off of it anyway. I had like one Patreon, which I'm super grateful for that guy. Like, but it's like, you know, unless he's going to be, you know, like full simp level, sending me like $500 a stream or something, I'm not going to be able to make a living off of, you know, the $10 a month I make on Patreon. So another town I haven't been to. There's so much damn snow in this world. No, you're definitely not too old. Definitely not. I mean, look at Callie, for example, right? You know, she was saying how it, like, you know, took her like, was it animation that took her like 10 years for her to get good at or whatever. But like for rapping it, like she was like 2 years and she was good at it, you know. So it's not necessarily always a huge investment of time that you need to be good at something. You just have to have the passion and work ethic to do it. And I think, you know, up until fairly recently, that's kind of what I've been lacking, you know, is that work ethic aspect of it. You know, actually, you know, even on days where I don't feel like doing it, just, you know, go and do the thing. You know, I've never really tried to make music, you know? Like, I think, you know, maybe, 10 years ago now, I fucked around with Fruity Loops once. And that's about it. You know, that was the extent of me trying to make music. And, like, but now it's like, okay, you know, I want to actually, it is something that I've always really wanted to get good at, but so now I'm like, all right, now I have to actually put in the time. I have to, you know, for me, I guess it comes down to accepting that you're not going to be good, you know, like your first stuff is gonna suck. That's how it is. That's totally fine, you know. You know, it's like if you're getting into art and stuff, you know, you're not gonna. Ooh, I'm gonna take all of this. Let's take this. I want to keep the dirt for landscape. I should have emptied my inventory before. I guess granite I don't really need. I want to take this paper too. Get rid of the yellow flowers. Or no, not the paper, the iron. I only went to college for a little bit. I went to junior college, and I was going through their their game design course that they had. And it's like, it was so, like, the whole course was like so programming heavy. And I'm like, this is absolutely not what I want to do. But then, like, you don't need to, like, for something as broad as video game design, you know, with like how many jobs there are in that. Like, you can do whatever. Like, you can be an artist, you can be a musician. It's like you have to get good at like the one thing. And if you want to get into video games, you can do that, but you have to be good at the one thing. You don't have to be, you know, there's not much of I don't feel like there's as much of a demand for a jack of all trades in a video game company, you know? You know, it's all about honing your own craft and doing what you like and seeing where that applies, I feel like, you know? Which is partly why, like, I never really was interested in writing a book. Like, I've always wanted to tell stories, but I've never been interested in writing an actual book because, like, in terms of describing things, I've never been that great at it or been that interested in, you know, all that flowery writing and, you know, all that descriptive stuff. Like, I've always loved, you know, characters and dialogue and stuff. So that's where I'm like, okay, you know, a video game could do that. You know, comics can do that. Animation, you know, that kind of thing. I definitely don't have the patience for animation. Ooh, I haven't found one of these yet either. Oh, sweet. Let's get rid of this for this sweet golden shovel with fortune 2. I guess I could use that to dig up like clay. That would be kind of a good thing. I want this melon though. First let's do this. Get a proper helmet. I like andesite and diorite though. I kind of want to keep those. Whatever, let's get rid of this. I want this. I suppose I'll take the golden apple. Because I can use beets to make dirt, or to make red, I think. Okay. I'm going to be sitting here streaming for like 6 hours just trying to find my way back. Whoa. The hell is this? I've never seen this. I've never seen a I've never seen the water like completely obscured by snow like that. That was wild. I don't even know what direction I was going anymore. Let's go this way. I've seen this igloo before. And as far as living your life in front of a PC, I guess it depends on what you're doing with that PC, right? Like, I could be on my tablet drawing or, you know, stuff like that. But I don't know. Like you definitely, you know, you got to get up and move around. And that's kind of like when I took this position doing inventory control, like I was doing normal, just like shipping and receiving stuff at the warehouse before. But this job's a little bit more, it's not as physically intensive. So like, I was like, okay, now I gotta actually like start working out separately from just going to work. And I feel like if I like get a job where I am on the computer most of the time, like if I, you know, become some big time streamer or, you know, whatever I end up doing. If I end up having to sit at a computer all the time, it's like, okay, you know, I spend 3-4 hours on the computer and then I go work out, go for a walk, go for a run, something like that, you know, whatever. I think for me, the biggest thing I want is, oh shit. This is definitely not near my house, but okay. Like, the thing I want the most, I think, is just freedom, you know? Freedom to not have to get up early in the morning if I don't want to, or, you know, stuff like that. I've always wanted to, like, essentially be my own boss in that sense. Or if it's like, okay, you know, or project-based work where even if it is for somebody else, which ideally I'd rather work on my own thing because I have plenty of my own ideas. But I just kind of want to be able to handle things at my own pace. Let's go this way. Yeah, grades in college are kind of weird, like where it's like, at least over here, it's like nobody cares what your GPA was when you were in college. Nobody cares what your GPA was in high school. I mean, maybe some few jobs here and there really would, but all they care is like, did you graduate? All right. And then, you know, in higher end jobs, it's like, okay, where did you graduate from? That's all they care. They don't care what, if, you know, you barely graduated or whatever. They want that name on that paper. That's all. Yeah, and I think that's like the one thing, like, because I didn't go away to college. I just went to a junior college near my parents' house. So I never really got that experience of being that independent. But I'm also like very I wouldn't say I'm cautious with money, but like I'm definitely more of a planner, and it's like I didn't want to just up and move out of my parents' house when I wasn't 100% sure that I was gonna be able to afford it. Even though, like, yeah, if something happened, they'll let me move back, all that, but I don't want to. So it's like, until now, like, I didn't feel confident that I was making enough money or that I had like a secure enough job to be able to live out on my own. Bed, sleep. Yeah, like I've always wanted that independence. It's just like I wanted to be able to just do it and be done, and not like like my brother, he like, you know, went away to college and then came back home, and then he moved out, but then he had to come back home, and then now he's moved out again. And like, I didn't want that. Like, not that, you know, the circumstances of why he had to do that is like totally fine. It's not like, you know, it's just, I don't want to do that, you know? I like just being my own person and doing my own thing. Come on, house. Where are you? Where are you? That's always been like the worst myth of college, right? Like, you go to college, you get your degree, and then you should be able to get a job right away. You know, people want college graduates, but it's like, no, you know, we want X amount of experience for an entry level job, you know? It's like, well, how is that supposed to happen? I feel like a lot of companies just want like people that, like, because a lot of the ways to get experience like that is just is like unpaid internships and stuff, and it's like, that ain't happening, dude. I am not working for free. That's ridiculous. It's like, one thing at a school, you pay for a school to get, you know, to be taught stuff, right? But you're not over there like making the school money aside from like the money that you're giving them to teach you, you know? So like an unpaid internship to me is like, I guess you're paying, you know, because usually with I don't know, it's just like the company's profiting off of you, and that just does not sit well with me. What's this town? Ow, my ankles. Yeah, same. That's the reason I went to junior college in the first place. Partly I didn't know what I wanted to do, but yeah, I was like, I definitely don't want to be in debt. Screw that. My brother's still like, he's not graduated yet, but he should be soon. I've been here. I've been to this town. All these doors are open. It can only have come from me. Do you know where I live? Doesn't. I'm gonna go to these houses, I don't think. Oh, I've never. Well, at least I've never been in this house. But I'm taking all this bread and this iron. Oh, damn. Well, let me eat some bread first. I wonder if it would... You know what? Is there a cartographer here? I wonder if it would benefit me to make a map. And see if I can find my house that way. At the very least, I can stop going in circles. And that's the one thing over here is like for example at the company I work for, like if you want to get into a management position, you have to have a degree. It does not even matter what degree you have, what it's in, or anything. It's just like, do you have a degree? Okay, you can. I mean, obviously, you still have to apply and, you know. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the place I've been. You still have to apply and go through the interview process and, you know, have, you know, what they're looking for essentially. But like, that's like one requirement that's like, you have to have a degree. But it's like, they really don't care what it is. It's like, you're going to be an associate's in fucking art appreciation or something. I don't know. I don't even have enough, haha. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, wait, no, I need to make a map first, and I don't have enough paper for that, damn it. Well, there goes that plan. I do have 9 emeralds. If they have a cartographer, maybe he can sell me a map. Did he come home? No. Now, what does the cartographer look like in this town? Does he still have a monocle? Leather workers. Is there a treasure chest even in there? Nah. Yeah, yeah. That's Minecraft though, right? That's why I'm trying to find a map so at least I stop going in circles. What are you? You're a blacksmith or something. Armor? Yeah. I want somebody with a... Does anybody have a monocle? Anybody? All those like normal ass villagers, yeah. Farmer? Yeah. Get your farmer hat. I recognize the farmer hat. You guys are really annoying, I swear. Everybody go home. I hear somebody. No. I was hoping maybe I can find a cartographer and he can just sell me like a blank map, and then I can upgrade it with the paper that I have. I feel like there's no way I'm going to find enough sugarcane to build my own map and upgrade it fully. Alright, well, we're off again, I guess. You know, I've been lost forever before. Like, I'm sure at some point it'll get to where I just give up and then just build my house again. Just somewhere else. Not that I had a ton, but I liked what I had. I kind of don't want to lose it. You know what the sound of the villagers? That's another thing that's been throwing me off, right? Like every time I sleep, like the more distant chunks disappear, so I like lose a lot of landmarks. And believe it or not, I did try to just travel in one direction to find to explore away from my house, and then I was just gonna go the opposite direction back. But somehow I fucked that up. What's this? Oh, is this the... No, that's not an abandoned village, but it is another village. See, I know there's a village near my house. So every time I see a village, I'm like, oh, maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one. I think this is the one because those crops are all low. And that's and the village near my house. What do I need? Oops. And the village near my house is the one where I got all my stuff from my farm from. Get out of here. I don't need you. I need to go home. Who are you, purple bandana man? Butcher. Hmm. Interesting. No. No. Weather cartographer. Ooh, empty maps. There we go. That's what I want. This here. Alright, that's a village. Alright, and that's as good as that's getting. Were these pumpkins always here? Did somebody just put those in there? Oh, did I do that? Thought I'd put dirt in there. Right. Alright, at the very least, I won't be going in the same direction forever. So there is that. The problem with the way these chunks are loading, though, is I don't, unless I've been to both places, I don't see my house from the village usually, or vice versa. Or I see like just the edge of the village from my house. I don't think this is it, boys. Don't think this is it. But I do have a map. So I'm going to go and fill out this entire map. And if I don't find my house that way, I'm going to cry. That just means it's on a totally different map. If I had wool, I would like to mark where that is. Well, I'll just try to remember. Yeah, that worked out for me in the past. In my defense, it is so much goddamn snow. Like, how do you even have landmarks for anything? Here, let me grab some of this sugar cane here. Just in case I have to build another map. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I need to learn the program a little bit better so I know at least in that sense what I'm doing. You know, even if, because right now, I mean, especially with just my music production in general, it's just very trial and error. Like I kind of don't go in it knowing what I'm doing, and for all for all I know, I don't know if other people do. Like maybe like for all I know, maybe people have the same process as I do, and I'm just shy about it or something. I don't know. It's the same reason I don't really do art streams too. Like, and I do want to start doing those. Is I don't like. I'm not usually confident in my finished products, you know. So like, I'm even less confident in my process. Because I feel like every once in a while I just get lucky. So at least at the very least, when I no, I'm not gonna mess with you. I just want to get this corner of the map. I think so. My first art stream is just gonna be like, you know, me making like stream assets and stuff. So it's like all stuff to go with a stick figure. So it's like, you know, if it looks like shit, yeah, that's kind of the point. So. I could, but now I have a map, so I don't really need to. So, ooh, 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 ooh. I could build towers, but yeah, like I said, I don't know what would be the point in doing that at this point. Ooh. Silk touch, nice. That again. All right. If I had flint and steel, which I could if I found some gravel, because I do have iron, I could go to the nether, but that seems like a terrible idea. Especially with all the stuff that I have. Okay, let's go back this way. Yeah, I used to do stick figure comics, like, especially in high school. Like me and this dude sat with me in math class. Like this was like when like stick fighting animations and stuff were really big, and you know, so we just basically made like our own comic that was that, but in comic form. But it was like panel by panel. Like I would draw a panel, then he would draw a panel of what happens next, and then so on and so on. It was a lot of fun. It ended up being like pages and pages long. We probably did like 100 and something panels of it. I wish I kept it. Oh, is it? Oh, am I back in adventure mode? Awesome. Weird. Is that some setting on the server that I have to change? But no, because I should be able to come back into the game and still be in the right mode. Because I didn't have to... it would be... Yeah, you know what? Because I think the default game mode is adventure mode. I gotta change that. Because basically, if you guys didn't see the beginning of my first Minecraft stream, like I have this central area at world spawn where you like step on a pressure plate and then it just teleports you randomly out somewhere. But I didn't want everybody like abusing the well, basically I didn't want anybody breaking anything there. So I think I might have set the overall game to adventure mode. So I gotta fix that, especially if I'm gonna have other people in here, because I don't want other people to have to like keep changing their game mode every time they log in. Hey, it's not cheating. It's not cheating at all. It's correcting maybe some dumbass mistake that I made. I don't know. If I was cheating, I'd be setting it to daytime instead of sleeping. And then I wouldn't be in this dilemma of being lost and not knowing where my house is. Okay, here's ocean. That's a terrible sign. Grab this sugar cane. Just preparing myself for if I need to make another map. See, I was kind of thinking that, like, I don't know anything about the like whole rigging process to actually be able to change my avatar all the time like that. And I don't know if I'm gonna stay a stickman forever anyway. That was just because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the VTuber thing, but I'm like, actually doing it is really expensive, right? Like getting the artist to create the model and then having somebody else to rig it and everything, and then I need a webcam because I don't even have anything for that. I guess like iPhones can do it, but I don't know if Android does. But either way, like I'd still need the upfront cost of everything else. So I kind of want to get to a point where I'm like, okay, I know this is something that I want to do before I start spending that money. Ooh, let's stay wide away from that because I don't know if any of that snow is like snow I'm going to fall through. Let's go that way. Right? See, I'm like so away from cheating that like I'm not even using the coordinates. Never bothered checking what my coordinates were for the house. This is part of Minecraft to me. This is how I explore the world around me, by getting hopelessly lost and then having to wander around for, almost 2 hours now? But we found many towns, so that was cool. We've had many talks. Oh, what am I doing? I'm only trying to go around the ocean, not everything. Yeah, and I do want to like change up my stick figure dude more, like since he's not rigged. But yeah, I mean that's gonna be probably part of the art stream that I do eventually. But I don't think I'm going to schedule that one. I think I'm just gonna guerrilla stream that, like whenever I just have the time to do it. Because it's like I still want to make like a proper waiting room area, all the standby and starting soon. All those screens, I want to redo those so they're at least like interesting to look at. Because if you couldn't tell, all the assets for this have been just slapped together. Because I'm like, okay, this is something I want to do. And instead of like, being one of these VTubers that are like super like into like, okay, gotta get my model, gotta, worrying about debut and all that. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna start doing it. This is what I'm doing. I'm gonna start doing it, and then things can change from there. You know. No way, homies. No way. You guys stay over there. No. You stay over there. We ain't got no beef. Stay far away from me. Dude, my avatar is a stick person, and I couldn't even be bothered to give him a lower half of his body. But I think it was like, that was while I was like learning Streamlabs and trying to work my way around that. And I'm like, okay, well, I need a background. I need various screens and stuff. And then that's when I'm like, okay, I want something, like, especially like, I don't know. I don't follow too many other VTubers aside from the Hololive girls. So I don't know if a lot of them do this, but like, like having the background music. And like most games, I don't need it, but I do like it for, when the stream's starting and, if I have to go to the bathroom or something, whatever. Or like a game like Minecraft where it's like, especially today, if I stop talking and it's just crunching snow. That's all you're going to hear is just some crunching snow. Yeah, and that's kind of why I want to... that's kind of why I want to kind of branch out and see what other kind of streams I can enjoy doing. Like a couple of my friends have been like, oh, you got a really good voice or whatever, it'd be good for narration or something like that. And they were suggesting like do like book reading streams and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know about that, but like maybe I can do like do a visual novel or something like that. Maybe obviously not an eroge, but something. I do have Little Busters on Switch. I don't know. That won't be for a little while. I have to at least beat Persona 4 because I can't have two games that are so dialogue heavy. But maybe that's what I'll do. I'll practice on Persona. Maybe I'll start reading off the the dialogue, the unspoken dialogue at least. I will say, like, I did tune into Gura reading Konosuba, which like is also like a book I've read too, but like those reading ASMR streams, or I don't even know, that one wasn't even ASMR really, but it was just like those streams like that are just so relaxing. Like I just popped that on when I was in bed, and I was out before like Aqua was still making fun of how Kazuma died. Like I didn't even get to the point where he got to the other world. I don't know if I'd be into doing them. Like honestly, I'm not even into listening to them all that much. Like Okayus I'll listen to every once in a while. Well, really it's only the one. There's like one that I listen to, and I have it like on a playlist for sleeping. And then like I've listened to Callie's, but it's just because she's like a huge dork, and I'm just like, I can vibe with that, And then that's another huge investment, is actually getting an ASMR mic. You kidding? I'm still using, this mic that I've owned for like 10 years. and a mixer that I've owned for almost just as long. Like, I'm not about to go spend thousands of dollars on a ASMR mic. Like I said, maybe once I start making money, or if I start making money doing this, then maybe, like, you know, I'll experiment more with stuff that actually costs money. But for now, you guys get the cheap version. But that'll probably be like the first thing I upgrade, though, is probably my mic. It's like, this one's fine. It's definitely better than using like a headset or, you know, those like shitty desk mics that people used to use. Get out of here. I don't know, maybe it would do for you, but I don't know. Part of the reason why it's taken me so long to start streaming is because, like, I could not get rid of this, like, faint. Like, I'm not exactly an audiophile, right? Like, I don't necessarily have an ear for, like, you know, I don't have that, like, strong of an ear for quality, but, like, I didn't want, like, my streams to, like, have, you know, like, for a while I had, like, this faint static that I couldn't get rid of, right? And I'm like, this is not acceptable, like, because that's not something I would watch. Like, if somebody's got, like, a bad mic or something like that, it's like, I'm just like, okay, next video. Like, that's just kind of how I am personally. So I wanted to at least have that level of quality. And to me, for, like, ASMR, it's like, you need the ability to go, like, from one ear to the next, you know? Like, that's kind of, holy crap, that's a hole. Never seen a hole that big. That's one hell of a hole. But like I said, I might still do some sort of reading streams, but probably be like a visual novel or something. I'll have to figure one out, though. I've never really been all that great at reading out loud, so it'll be interesting. And at the very least, it'll be like developing a new skill, which is something that I would like to be able to do. So. And I think right now I'm good at doing, I can do like 4 streams a week is pretty good, especially considering I have like a full-time job and like art projects and all that. Oof, so 4 streams a week is good, but like right now I've got like all the games that I've got lined up for streaming are all like ones that are going to take a few weeks. So it's like, okay, how am I going to fit something in there? I mean, I guess I could take a break from a game for a week to fit something in, because it's like, yeah, I want to beat Persona. I want to beat Dark Souls, and Half-Life 2, same thing, you know. See, that's something that I don't even know how to do. That was one of the things I'm trying to figure out in the music program I'm using, is trying to figure out how to do proper panning. Go back this way and get back on the map. Right? This is the right way, yeah, because that's the way to the snow. nose. But yeah, like my mic's not bad, but it's definitely not made for this. Ow. Like I said, just ASMR in general doesn't super interest me. Something maybe I'd want to give a try eventually, but I don't know. I'm definitely still in the figuring stuff out phase, so. I think part of my main focus right now is I kind of want to up the production value of some of the stuff that I'm already doing, which is why I want to just get like a better mic for recording and stuff. Because like this mic, don't get me wrong, it's a good mic. It's just not for this. It's more for like live concerts and stuff. Not necessarily for recording or, streaming or anything. I want to get the Shure SM7B, but it's a little expensive. It's like I can actually get it through my work because we sell some audio equipment sometimes, and like I can get a discount on it. It ends up being like $100 off with our discount, so I'm gonna see if I can get that. I guess the Shure has like the SM7B has like, this guy I work with, he also does some streaming. He got it, and I guess there's like a function that's kind of like a noise canceling, where it just tries to, take whatever the most dominant sound is. So like, it'll kind of make all these clicky clacks from my keyboard kind of go away. It's like mechanical keyboards are good and all, but they are noisy. I don't even know why I'm over here. I need to go on the other side of the map. That's where the snow's at. Let's see. I love when it just cuts off like that. Minecraft, you crazy. There you go. Be free. And that way, in the future, if I fall in there, I can get out. Yep, and here's the ocean. You like the keyboard sounds? I guess, it is also something you just kind of get used to, because it's just part of the background. I don't know. Is that your ASMR? It's keyboard sounds? Alright, let's do one of these. Give that back. I'm gonna at least get to the corner. Doop, 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 doop. Well, there's just some exposed iron here. I don't have the inventory space for that, though. Alright, this is going to be close enough to the corner. I'm going across the ocean. You can get back to snow. Oh, that looks cool. Got lava up there. That forest about to be on fire. Now, you know what? Probably be a good idea to sleep. Alright, you have a good sleep, Sam. Oh, I don't need this flower. I need this bed. Maybe I'll find my house while you're gone. Ooh. Well, I might as well go to this pirate ship. But I don't have the inventory space. I know where it's at. There's an ocean over here. I got a map. Do 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 do. I have the sneaking suspicion that my house is not going to be on this map. Dun, 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 dun. You know, you're probably right. I'm getting hungry. I just had like a little high chew candy, and then that's about it. And a Lindt truffle. That was my breakfast. But I didn't have time. I set up this stream and then I scheduled this stream and then didn't do anything to actually set it up until I woke up this morning. So had to set up everything on YouTube and do the thumbnail. Come on, man. Oh, right. I don't need it. Get out of here. I don't need you. You can drown, boat. I don't need you. Dun, 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 dun. this week's going to be a little bit rough trying to schedule things, but I'm just going to have to schedule and hope for the best. Because, like, generally, I've been trying to... Oh, Bear. Leave me alone, Bear. I've been trying to schedule around Callie and Kiata's streams just because, like, I don't want to miss them. So I've been waiting till their schedules come out. But this week, Kiata's not doing a schedule because she doesn't know exactly when she's doing everything. So, and she's leaving, so hopefully hers don't pop up in the middle of when I'm trying to stream. And Callie just released hers, so I gotta check that out. I just wish she'd choose like better days to do the watch along streams, like the wine party streams that she's been doing. It's like this one's on like a Tuesday. It's like, oh hey Mina. It's like, yeah, she's streaming, she's doing, and it would be fine if it was like at a good time for me on a Tuesday, whatever. Like if it was at like, 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or something like that, that's fine. But this is like 6 a.m. and I've got to work, so. I did take the day off just for the Scarface stream. That was on a Thursday morning. Those are some of my favorite streams, and it's a shame that she's putting them at like terrible times. Yeah, right? Like, and I don't drink that much to begin with. But, and then when I do, it's like, I don't get drunk, I don't drink till I'm drunk, so it's not like it affects my next day at work. It's just the timing of it is bad for me. Like if she did it on a Saturday, I'd wake up early to watch whatever movie. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't care. But it's on like a Tuesday and the other one was a Thursday, and I'm like, come on. It's a big part of why I even joined her membership, was for those kind of streams. And I'm kind of the same, except I'll still drink along with everybody, But it's definitely not enough to get drunk. And it's like, I really want to watch that stream. I don't want to miss Claro live. Because that was fucking funny. I think for me, it was just, it was funnier afterwards, because he's like, didn't remember anything that he said. He was just like hoping that he wasn't too embarrassing and stuff. But when you set up a drinking game where you have to drink every time somebody does a crime in Scarface, it's like, people are bound to get fucked up. I will say I have been consuming a lot more alcohol ever since I started watching Callie. It's like, well, everybody else is, and, especially, like, the way, I don't know, maybe it's different for everybody, but I just feel like the whole Deadbeats community is just so great. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's like the most I've been involved in like an online community. And it's like, I've had websites where I've made friends and stuff, but like, it's always been like, well, I'll basically just talk to like these one or two people or, you know, whatever. And it hasn't been like a whole community that's so like welcoming and, you know, just fun to be around. And that's kind of why I started that Discord too. Is like more so we can have like a place for like I guess just a place for deadbeats to push each other, you know, and to support each other. Do 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 do. You know, I haven't really participated too much in the KFP chat. They always like, I don't know, it's like kind of going into like, I know, you know, we're all basically the same at this point, but it is a little weird when it's like, oh, I don't really know any of these people, and so I'm like, I'll say hi and then maybe I'll make a comment or two, but it's not like with the like in the Callie's pre-chats. It's like, I don't know, I feel like I know you guys more. Although I will say, like, a large portion of my Twitter feed is now just KFP employees. Maybe just the KFP employees skew younger, you know? So, like, they're just more active on social media. No, it's better to go this way. Let me... Oh, white foxes. I want a white foxes. I need a Fubuki. Oh, and I mentioned earlier, yeah, you should talk more in the pre-chats. Everybody's like super welcoming to people. Like, I'm generally pretty shy about that kind of thing, but like, as soon as I, you know, started talking, like, as soon as you say, like, I think that's, you know, and I've complimented Buffed on this personally, you know, but like, just like how, especially him, but like, it's grown into like all of the deadbeats now, where it's like, if you go in there, you say hi or something, or, you know, whatever, and everybody in there will greet you. You know, you'll end up with like a whole list of orange text from, you know, everybody adding you, you know. And it just like makes it a lot easier just for people to start actually participating in the chat. And I'm sure that like most of the JP chats are nice too, but yeah, obviously, you know, I don't understand them, so. But even then, I feel like KFP and the Deadbeats is special, even amongst the EN streams, you know? It's like everybody has their fans, and like all the pre-chats have their own kind of vibe to them, but I don't feel like any of them are as close as the Deadbeats and KFP, you know? And it's weird. There's a lot of people that have like KFP employee names and stuff that I only ever see in the Deadbeats pre-chat. Yeah, like I've tried to participate in like Goda's and Ina's pre-chats, and it's like, I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. But maybe it's also I just don't watch them as much either. Yeah, we do have, I guess, you know, I guess we do have a lot of conversations in the Deadbeats pre-chat, so it's like it's hard to, I can see how it would seem like it's hard to just jump in. This isn't very promising because I'm fairly certain I've never been to this village. Definitely not, because that house would have been burnt down by now. That's awesome. Let me go into your burning blacksmith to loot your treasure here. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Bones, I guess. No, let me actually just get rid of this. Upgrade. Take another. You know what? I don't need that. I will take the diamond horse armor. I feel like actually a horse will be useful in this map. For once. You know what? That's enough exploring this village. We're moving on. Yeah, right? Like, it's like. It doesn't seem like they have gotten as. It's not as close of a community, you know? Where, like, everybody knows everybody, and, you know, like, people are generally happy to see somebody come into the chat, and yeah, too bad it's only diamond horse armor, not diamond people armor. Could go for some diamond people armor. Alright. Nope. Let's go back this way. You know, I'm not sure if I've really been in Goda's pre-chat enough to really get a grasp on how it is, but like, just overall, it's like, it just seems like, you know, flat jokes and like just like a lot of spam and stuff. Similar reason I don't participate in Coco's chats, because it's just like, even without all the antis and stuff, it's like, it's just still a ton of spam from just her, like, normal fans. I will say her meme review videos, though, those are one of the things that really brought me into Hololive, though, like, as a regular watcher. That's when I actually try to tune in for live as much as I can. But it's also nice because that's one that's really nice to even just watch as a VOD. She doesn't usually, like, she's usually like, okay, 30 minutes, it's going up. That's kind of it. But, And I mean, it's probably similar kind of thing. Is just, I don't know, maybe it's the way her fans are or something. I don't know. That's just all speculation and whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. So all I know is I love the Deadbeats, and that's what's important, right? And seriously, I gotta like thank you guys for making, you know, my journey into streaming a little bit easier. You know, it's like I had tried on Twitch, you know, it might have been even like a year ago at this point, or close to it at least. And it's like streaming to nobody, but knowing that you still have to talk is like, it's rough, you know? And it's nice that at least you guys are, you know, here to have somebody to talk to. And even like at the beginning of this one where it's like, okay, I was by myself for a little bit. Like Sam was there like he like posted in pre-chat and then he wasn't there for a little while and then he came back. But like that very beginning part, I was just by myself. It was just, and then, you know, it's like I was able to handle it a little bit better now than I probably would have been able to then, where I would have probably just been quiet and not done anything, you know, like just played the game until somebody showed up. And it's like, and I know that's like a bad way to do it because you don't want to, you know, especially on YouTube, you know, because people will stumble across your videos and start watching your videos and then it's like, okay, who's this guy playing Dark Souls and not talking, you know? It's like, okay, he's playing Dark Souls poorly. Like, at least if I was playing good, then I could get away with not talking. But you know, it's like this, you know, like I'm over here playing Minecraft. I've been lost for 2 hours and, you know, whatever. You know, we're just having a chat. It becomes a Minecraft wander and chat. That's I'm just glad at least, you know, I've been able to and you know, it's not entirely unplanned, you know, but like that's part of the reason why I schedule my streams the way I do is just so like you guys can join me, you know, so we can hang out outside of just pre-chat. Because like during the streams, it's still very, very tough to like, or during like Callie or Kiata streams, it's like, it's hard to like properly talk to people because, you know, and you don't want to have like off-topic conversations and whatever. So it's been nice, like actually getting to hang out with you guys and talk about real stuff, you know, talk about our dreams and our aspirations, talk about our favorite titty animes, you know, whatever it ends up being. I think that was like one of my favorite times in the Deadbeats chat though, was like just everybody, you know, what am I trying to say? Like just everybody for like a good like 30 minutes. We were just talking about like Yuri manga and anime and, you know, like it's just like, this is the conversation I want. I like this conversation, you know? Because there's certain things you don't get the opportunity to really talk about with friends. Especially since like most of my life, my friends have been like normie as fuck, so. It's like I have my one buddy that's like really into video games. But like, he's like he likes anime, but like, he's like, you know, he'll watch, like obviously he's seen like Dragon Ball. Like I got him to watch Ghost in the Shell and like, I've been trying to get him to watch Cowboy Bebop, but he's actually been kind of starting to dive into it a little bit on his own. I did show him a few episodes of Gurren Lagann and Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. Fucking IBO is so good. Like, you need to watch this. And both of them are like really action-packed shows, so they're easy to get into, but they have a ton of heart and like just great storytelling. Fucking Shrek and Donkey. I'm still waiting for that Shrek and Donkey art from Mama Loni. Oh, I need some food. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Dude, you still really have to watch Cowboy Bebop. I know it's gonna be like at the point where it's like it's gonna be so hyped up for you that it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that was good. You know, and that's gonna be it for you. Always happens that way, right? I will say it's like it's interesting because it's like it's like such a popular anime, and it is really good. It's just it doesn't have that same narrative that you would expect from, you know, a 26 episode anime, right? It's formatted a little bit more like you know, like almost like an American TV show where it's like there's oh, well, have a good workout. I should do that sometime. I've not been lately. But it's weird how it's like it's set up like kind of like an American TV show where it's like each episode is like its own problem that they're solving, but then there's kind of like an overarching story with it. And then like later in the show, it's like really heavy on the overarching plot, but early on, it's just like, okay, this is the episode where they do this, and then this is the episode that they do this, which is fine. I actually do really appreciate those kind of shows, which is what makes it a great entry-level anime too. But it's like, if you've been watching anime for a while and then you try to get into that, it's like you have certain expectations of anime, right? Especially like a serious-looking anime like Cowboy Bebop, where you're like, okay, this is going to be like, you know, 26 episodes, it's going to be story. But it's not, you know. It's just very cool, you know? Like, you just feel cool watching it. Guys, I think Sam was right. I don't think I'm finding my house today. I'm getting the sneaking suspicion it's not on this map. Which I guess is okay. That's at least, you know, knowledge. I know where it's not. So then I gotta go find that town again that I was at with the cartographer. He had some more new maps in there. And then go over to the next chunk and build a new map. I should probably end it soon. I'm getting freaking hungry. Yeah, I do need to see through like Streamlabs, you know, like how Callie has like when she transitions scenes, she has like that transition animation and it makes noise and stuff. I gotta see how they do that, because that really like kind of sets it apart. Where mine just like different scene, you know, which right now is fine because everything else is janky as fuck. But I don't need that all the time. Jump. Yeah, I feel like I would have at least found my house or something that's near my house by now. Oh, I will find it. I'm gonna be that determined about it. I like how my house looks. I like where it's located. So I will find it. And I have all this stuff. I need to bring it back to my house. I have a golden silk touch pickaxe. I need to use it for something. I wish you could like transfer enchantments from like if I, since I have the, just use dirt, forget it. Since I have the golden pickaxe with silk touch, if I could like transfer that to a diamond pickaxe or to a book and then to a diamond pickaxe or something. Ooh, that was dangerous. Dangerous. And that would have been the end of the stream, and then I would have started off in a whole new land. What's this? Oh, I've been there. Yep, I've been on that part of the map. I'm glad I found those villages with all that bread, though. And keeping me able to run everywhere. I think I'm gonna browse over here a little bit. I'll say this is actually something I do enjoy doing in Minecraft, is just filling out maps. It is a little more stressful when you don't know where you live, but I do enjoy filling out a map. Now I'm just living life as a wanderer. So be prepared for the next, at least next stream, to just be watching me try to find my house some more. Because already if I've spent this long trying, I've got to take it to the bitter end. I have to. And it'll feel so good if I actually do find it. I mean, when I actually do find it. Because I'm totally going to find it. What's this? Oh, that's just more mountain. Yeah, I still don't even know what that means. Right? It's going to be like the next 6 streams of me finding my house. I should look up what sunk cost fallacy means. Callie rapped about it, and it sounded super smart, but I never bothered to actually learn what it is. It's like, that's a smart thing to say. I'll stay away from that, too. Alright, where's that other town? I want to go back to that other town with the map guy. Luckily, I have a map, and I know roughly where it's at. Yep. I'm gonna make some eggs. Some good old scrambled eggs. And some cheese and some rice and some chicken. Like, I don't even make omelets. Like, omelets are too difficult. And it's kind of pointless, right? Okay, that makes sense. Yes, that's what I'm doing. That fits exactly this Minecraft stream perfectly. Cam, you're too slow. You're too slow. And I guess that makes sense because it's like, if you just break down what the words themselves mean, it makes sense. You just joined? Man, you just missed like 2 hours of me wandering around looking for my house that I don't know where it's at. Watched a little bit of Callie's Omori stream before I started this, but I was not expecting her to still be streaming when I started. Oh, nope, nope, stay away from the baby bear. Don't need Mama Bear to be mad at me. Where is the... Not this one. Not that one. I know it is one of the bigger houses. Why is this house so wide? I mean, there's like a 2x2 room. Wait, did I just see something on fire? No? Thought I saw fire. Out of the corner of my eye. Nope. Maybe this one. More dirt. Let me grab this. You know, let me go create my map first. And then I'll build it up and then I'll know. I guess just straight this way. I think that's what I'm going to be, unrelated to whatever in that stream motivated you to clean. I need to do some of that. Been grinding too much. Been neglecting my chores. So I'm at the point right now where it's like, oh, I want to drink, so I have to wash a glass to be able to drink. Oh, I need a knife. Oh, let me wash a knife so I can have a knife. And dishes piled up. Luckily, since I live by myself, I don't own a lot of dishes, so it's not a ton of dishes. It's just... Alright, let's get acceptably far out here. Bam. Alright, go back. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. I was just kind of disappointed the wine party is going to be on like a Tuesday while I'm like at work. Like, man, especially if she's doing a movie watch along. I'm going to take like one vacation day a month just for Callie's movie watch along streams. It's like maybe she has her reasons, or maybe she's just not thinking about it or whatever, but like I really wish she would just do it on like a Saturday or something. You know, because then it's like, okay, I can justify messing up my sleep schedule a little bit. That's fine. Or I'll wake up at 6 in the morning to watch a movie with the Deadbeats. That's cool, you know. But when I got work, I can't do that. fuck does it? No. Oh, just because I haven't been over there since me. I don't think I finished it though. I need a crafting table. Yeah, like, cause like the movie watch along streams are like 100% like my favorite ones. Although like any tier 3 stream's great because it's just there's so few people in there, so chat's like really easy to just get into and talk to everybody. So what are you like staying up all the way until the morning to watch them, or are you trying to wake up early to watch them? I'm not that kind of a morning person, so those are always the ones I end up skipping, and I'll watch the VOD later. But if it's like gameplay, I don't mind watching the VODs, but like something like a movie watch along or a chatting stream or something like that, like those have to be live. Same with the karaoke's. Like I'll watch those, I'll watch the VODs of those too, but those are so much better live. Do they really not have a crafting table in this whole village? Like, the hell? How do you guys make anything? The fuck? The fuck? What is it? Fine. Fine. I'll do it myself. Give me that paper. Thank you. Okay. Let's go at least start this map. So that was, yeah, that way. See, when I do find my house, I'll have all these like completed maps, and then I can make a wall of all these maps. Of all the world I explored while I was lost. Yeah, I have to be like really motivated. Like I said, if it's, you know, if it's a movie watch along or a karaoke or something like that, then I'll set my alarm. I'll wake up early. But aside from that, I am not that dedicated. Okay. Let me get back to the village so that I can, since it is a online world, time moves without me, and I don't like spawning in the middle of a field at night, so. You're right. Can't be the sleepless if you're sleeping. Impossible. But I do get that about like hanging out in pre-chat. Like, I'll do that on Twitter too, where it's just like, I'll be up commenting on people's stuff and never go to sleep. This is my house now. Alright, let's get the hell out of this game. And now I got this sweet room here while I wind down, you know. Yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you Cam for coming, even if it was like only maybe the last 10 minutes, but you know. It's good seeing you guys. We talked about so much stuff today. Actually, my voice is a little tired from talking. Yeah, I'm just gonna end up doing some drawing and maybe play more of that rhythm game. Oh, Ina's. Oh, she's about to. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. 10 minutes. Ina's starting her drawing stream, so I'll just throw that on while I'm drawing. It's perfect. No, thank you guys. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. But I really need food, so I'll catch y'all in the next pre-chat, I suppose. I'll probably be streaming. You know what? Hold on. Let me look up. Let me look up Kelly's schedule right now because Kiara's is pointless to me right now. Let's see. When will my next stream be? So I want to at least know that before I. Let's see. What's that today? No, that'd be today for her. Tomorrow morning, maybe for the Guilty Gear one. But that doesn't even have a time, so who knows? Wine stream. Gouda collabs not till the 24th, which is what, Wednesday? Which is not normally my stream day anyway. Yeah, so Tuesday, probably 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Central, like my normal time. What was that? That's going to be Half-Life 2 again. So if you want to see me get frustrated at driving the car in that, you can join in for that. And then probably more Dark Souls, more Persona. I do want to finish Persona before, I know I'm nowhere near there because I need like 1,000 subscribers for that. But I want to at least finish Persona before I get monetized because none of those videos are allowed to be monetized. And they're very specific about it because like it'll show you what in the video is causing the copyright claim. And at least for the two that I've had, the two streams I've done so far of Persona 4, it's just the anime cutscenes. That's all they seem to care about. So like technically if I wanted to monetize it, I could just cut those out. And it'll let you automatically do that. Like I could just cut that out. But I don't want to do that. So I'll just do those games now while it doesn't matter. And then in the future, if I do get to that point, I can just, I don't know. Oh, maybe at that point I can be big enough, make enough money and just be like, I don't care if this one's for free. It's for free. Let's go for it. Whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go get some food. I'll see y'all guys next time. And bye.